Next up, StreamLoan, a cloud-based mobile mortgage environment. Stephen Buffer, co-founder and CTO. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen Buffer, CEO and co-founder of StreamLoan. We're a B2B SaaS company streamlining the home purchase process. Many of you have probably tried to get a mortgage. It's a terrible process. I was a real estate investor for the last 20 years and have had these headaches again and again and again, so I decided to go out and do something about it. The headaches include a bunch of back and forth emails, missed voicemails, manual processes, avalanche of information, pushing paper. It's a horrible customer experience, and as a result, it takes a couple of months to close your loan and costs the bank almost $9,000 to process your individual mortgage. No more. We're streamlining the mortgage process. So what do the mortgage banks need? They want to be able to capture more leads, process them faster, higher quality leads to drive more revenue. They want to be able to move those leads to loans and get keys in the hands of the buyer, the home buyer, to help improve their margins. They want to be able to standardize the way they capture and process information to improve errors and omissions. And they want to deliver a great customer experience with a simple interface. So how do we do this? We connect the relevant people and the systems with our collaboration platform. Real estate agents want to be able to help their clients get in their home, and they want to be able to participate, get updates and status, and communicate with their client throughout the process. They want to be able to refer leads to lenders they trust. The lenders want to be able to capture those leads and process them faster, ultimately getting keys into the hands of the people that are buying the home. And the borrower just wants to understand, what's required, where am I at in the process, what's expected, and they want a set of tools to be able to get those tasks done. All of that needs to be tied into the relevant systems in a very, very simple user interface. We deliver a digital workflow experience to our mortgage lenders to allow them to complete these tasks and challenges. Part of the innovation behind what we're doing at StreamLoan is around combining what previously was two siloed experiences, that of the lead and referral workflow and that of the business operational workflow. We've developed a lead management engine to ingest a number of different type of leads, such as a real estate referral or another business partner, an email self-service link embedded in a website or email, social media or ad campaign, or digital leads purchased from platforms like LendingTree. We're also starting to work on other things related to voice and Alexa and being able to initiate the lead there at the point of intention and run that all the way through getting the keys. So let's bring it to life. Here's one workflow. You have a real estate agent view on the left-hand side. They're working with a borrower at an open house. Here you can see they're inviting that borrower to the platform to get them going on the mortgage process. And on the right-hand side is the lender view. So the lender has a similar real-time view working with that real estate agent partner so that they can work with the borrower on getting them educated and moving them through the lending process as fast as they can. The borrower receives an invite to the platform while they're in the open house. And as you can see, the lender is using our chat and collaboration platform to work with the real estate agent and the borrower. So the borrower goes through the application process, giving the bank enough information to be able to capture that as a lead and to start to turn that into a loan and ultimately get them pre-qualified so they know how much house they can buy, ultimately working with the real estate agent for a purchase contract. So as you can see here, the borrower is offering credit authorization. The lender now has enough information to be able to process their pre-qual letter real time while the borrower is still in the open house. They get the pre-qual letter back to the borrower so they can work with the real estate agent. At the same time, the real estate agent can work on other leads. This is one particular lead that turned into a loan. But as you can see on the right and the left, we have a pipeline and a lead management view of all of the different deals that they're working on together. And again, those can come in from a number of different places. So now the lender is working with the borrower on continuing to process them to be fully underwritten. So it's an avalanche of additional documents and data. So we've reimagined how that operational workflow can be done. So we've provided the lender a SaaS and mobile toolkit to allow the borrower to capture information by taking a scan, using the phone as a scanner to capture data and information and converting that. or to connect into Chase, Wells Fargo, Allstate Insurance, or 15,000 plus financial institutions to be able to capture those data and documents. We also connect to the cloud, so if somebody wants to use their HP home scanner and scan the data and documents and bring that in, we make that simple for the borrower. Ultimately, it's all about being able to capture the lead, moving them through the entire workflow process, which is quite complex to buying a home. It's the most complex financial transaction that a user will ever go through. This is a little bit about our technology. Thanks for taking some time to listen. We're StreamLoan, simplifying the home purchase process.
I'll start. Go ahead, Doug.
Who's using it, or do you have people using it, and what are the results so far?
Yeah, no, good question. We've been live in production for a couple of years. We have hundreds of lending users on the platform, thousands of borrowers, and thousands of real estate agents processing roughly $1 billion in mortgages.
How deep into the lending funnel does the platform go? You see companies like Blend and Roostify also addressing the consumer capture side for large lending institutions. Then you transition into an LOS platform for the actual origination. How far down into that lending origination system funnel does the product deliver?
Good question. So we start with the lead capture all the way through processing. We do integrate with the leading LOS players. So all of the data that is captured is created and transferred. So that lead is actually instantiated within the loan origination system and then turned into a loan at the appropriate time in the process.
And are you replacing the lender CRM systems and the LOS systems, or are you somehow sitting on top of them? Do you work with them? Like, who are your friends and who are your enemies?
Yeah, no, that's great. Now, we play in a category called POS, point of sale, so we're very friendly with the CRM and LOS players. We have no intention of replacing all of that functionality, but rather to extend and complement that. What we found is that there's a gap in the overall process. CRM plays a specific role, LOS plays a specific role, but the gaps are really on the front end, the collaboration, being able to send alerts, notifications, a lot of the mobile capabilities and technology to be able to move that kind of seamless process from lead all the way through funded loan.
And to follow on to Doug's question, there's a lot of tools for collaboration in the origination and real estate agent space. So Zillow has one with Dotloop, for example, that's kind of a process workflow management tool. How do you monetize your platform today? Is it on an origination basis or is it on a SaaS sale basis, and who are you selling to?
Yeah, our customer is the lender. So we sell into the mortgage lender, and we charge on a per seat basis within the lending organization, processors, loan officers, branch managers, et cetera. We don't currently monetize on the real estate side. It's a value-added capability that we allow our lenders to extend out to the real estate community to allow them to collaborate together, capture leads, and process those leads.
So the mortgage application process on a mobile device has to be among the most challenging e-commerce purchase paths. What kind of rating would you give yourself today on a score of 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
Yeah, no, clearly mobile is hard. Two of my previous companies were mobile companies, so we have some of the kind of smartest design and engineering thinking in that space. So our North Star essentially is making the process as simple as covering that on a mobile piece of real estate. So we've spent several years on some of the design and engineering challenges. I would give us probably a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. There's definitely some work to do. This is the most complex transaction, and we've tackled several pieces of the point of sale. There's a lot more work to do. But we have several year head start on mobile versus what the rest of the industry is doing on web.
And what's the number one thing on your product roadmap for this year?
Yeah, continued integrations. So again, there's a number of systems, on the front end to connect to financial institutions, on the back end, a number of LOS players. So we have several LOS integrations done. We want to continue to tackle more CRM and more LOS integrations, working with Fannie and Freddie and a lot of the digital underwriting services as well.
So solving purchase mortgage conversion rates from lead to fund is probably the hardest nut to crack in our entire industry, or one of them. Do you have proof from anybody that you've been able to say, all right, we took their conversion rate up from 1% to 2 or from 2 to 4 or something like that?
Yeah, on the conversion side, we just launched that set of capabilities with a soft launch in December. So we're still in the early phases of gathering data.
Is that on purchase with which is what he's asking. Doug is differentiating between a refinance loan and a purchase loan, as an example. Is that specifically in purchase where you're?
I was addressing purchase. Yeah, our platform covers both refinance and purchase. We've optimized for purchase. It's a very complex sort of winding road transaction, so we've built a number of capabilities to be able to process the most sophisticated cases, folks that want to have the Rocket Mortgage, complete digital experience, and then optimize for other folks who maybe are less sophisticated and still want to work with paper or other processes.
Great, thank you.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks very much. Great job. Great job.